Welcome back to my channel, Ryes Against the Machine. I really appreciate you checking out my channel and checking out my videos, checking out my cocktails that I make, among other things that I do. But I am really happy. I am getting close to 150 subscribers, which is a big achievement for me. I'm at about 140 right now, so I'd appreciate it if you subscribe. Help me get to that goal. And got about 20,000 views. So what I'm going to start doing, in kind of a celebration of that, I don't know if I should be celebrating that or not, is making my own cocktails. And I've started making some of my own cocktails, but I'm really going to get into it now. This one, I'm actually going to name it after the channel, Ryes Against Daiquiris, because it tastes like a daiquiri, but it's not quite a daiquiri. Alright, like I said at the beginning, this is called Ryes Against Daiquiris. You're going to need a couple of tools. We're going to be using raspberries again. So we'll need our double strainer again, because we get a lot of pulp and seeds from when we muddle those down. So we'll need the double strainer, we'll need the muddler, we'll need our regular strainer, and we'll need our shaker glasses. And we're going to put this one in a martini style glass, and we're going to need limes for this one. So it showed you the tools we need, so let's go into this. Limes, simple syrup, and this is going to be a rum based drink. So those are the three main things we need. We'll also need the raspberries. We're going to muddle those down, but let's start with the lime. And what I'm going to do is kind of cut the lime a little off the center, because for this one I want to make a little twisty garnish. This is the first time I've ever done this, and well, I did it when my knife, I got a dull knife this time. Before making this video, I tried out a couple of different variations for this drink. Let me go get a sharper knife. That's terrible. Alright, if you want to make real cocktails, I guess you need a real knife. This is one of my newer knives. This is a very old knife that has been sitting in the drawer for a while. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's start over again. So, I'm going to make a little twisty lime, little twisty of rind on the lime to make a garnish. So, I'm going to cut it down the center like I normally do when you make a kind of a lime wheel. And I think these limes just got a little soft as well. But then I'm just going to take and cut the flesh just all the way around it, just to get that rind off of it, unwheel it, I guess is what I'll call that. Unwheeling the lime from the rind. Yeah, it's got a ring to it. That is a better knife, so that's good. Okay, we're going to cut it in half so we can get our rind out of that. And then we're just going to take it and twist it. Just give it a little twist like that, as you can see. And we're going to set it to the side. That's going to be one of our little garnishes for it. So we'll set that to the side. I'm not going to put it on there. Okay, so let's actually get started with the cocktail. So we'll take our shaker tin, and we're going to start with, I'm going to do 1.5 limes for this. So here's our half a lime. Put that into our squeezer. Squeeze that in there. Sounds beautiful. Alright. That's a half. That's one. Throw that in the sink. And this is 1.5. Ooh, yeah, that's a lot of juice in that one. Perfect. I love limes. Alright. So that's our lime. We're going to take our raspberries next. And let's get this package open. Ugh, lime fingers. You want to do about 7 to 10 raspberries. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a small 8. Let's do 9. Let's do 10 total. Perfect. Then you want to take your simple syrup, and you're going to want 1 3/4 ounces. Alright, so we'll take our 1 ounce side, 3/4 ounce side. We'll fill them both up. I started buying these bottles with the little squirt spout on them. It's so much easier than the regular bottles that you just pour out of to get it into your jigger, get it into your tin. I don't know, I like it a lot better. Started buying these, reusing them, use the grenadine, all that good stuff. Okay, so now that we have 1 3/4 ounces of our simple syrup, we're going to do 2 ounces of our rum. So we'll take our other jigger that has a 2 ounce side, we'll fill it up. Nice good bit of rum in there. Perfect. All right, now we muddle. So we want to get all that muddled up nice. Really push down hard on these. You really want to get that raspberry nice and muddled up. I guess you could just put the simple syrup and the raspberries in first and muddle them before you put the rum, because this is a lot of liquid. I'm still doing a good job here, but I think you might be able to get them more muddled up. Now I got these things pureed down. They are smashed, they're missing, they're not even in here anymore basically. So I'll throw that in the sink. Let's take some ice in a shaker glass and we're going to shake her up. Get her nice and cold. About 20 seconds. Maybe somebody could tell me in the comments if I did 20 seconds or not. Because I didn't really count that, obviously, but YouTube's going to count it. Alright, so now we need our glass. And we need our double strainer. So we'll take this strainer on here, this strainer above the glass, and pour it in. No ice in the glass. Just the ice from the shaker. You want to serve it chilled. Find it better that way. Yep, some of those raspberries are trying to escape. And my wife and I tried this out a couple of days ago when we were testing recipes, and man, this one's really good. I know in last week's episode I said it was probably one of the best drinks I've ever made. This one is very close as well, I think. So again, you can see with the raspberry drink and that muddling, it leaves a lot of pulp in there. So you want to get that out. You don't want all that in your drink. Okay. So another little trick we learned when we were making this drink is that sometimes these glasses, the way that the martini glass is shaped, if you just put this garnish on here, it'll fall right out. So my wife actually came up with a good idea. What I'm going to do is put a raspberry and a blueberry on there as a garnish. I think that looks nice. But when you put it in there and it tips over, if you take a blueberry, another blueberry, I'm sure a raspberry would work too, and you put it at the bottom, it weights it down. So it makes it look nice. Now we're going to take our lime rind that we spun up there, and there we go. That is a Ryes Against daiquiris. My own creation. Well, you know, it's hard to make your own creation. There's so many cocktails out there, just like there's so many songs, and you strum one chord and they say, oh, that's the same as another song, he's stealing it. Well, man, it's a wonderful drink. Oh, it tastes like a Kool-Aid, daiquiri-ish. Oh, but anyway, I'm not stealing songs here. I'm doing like P. Diddy, Vanilla Ice, Kid Rock. I'm sampling. This is a sample. Thanks for checking out my 32nd episode. I think it's my 32nd episode. This is such a good drink. Make sure to subscribe, because I have a lot more coming, a lot more summertime drinks, a lot more created concoctions that I'm making, a lot more sampling, like P. Diddy. See you next time.